Tracking the spread of epidemics like COVID-19 is difficult due to the long incubation periods. Additionally, there is a risk of coming into contact with strangers who later test positive, and you never know. For instance, if you're at the supermarket and you're in contact with somebody who later tests positive, how would you know? A possible solution to this is mass testing. However, this comes at the cost of personal privacy.
In this video by 3 Blue 1 Brown, he shows the effect quarantine has. The yellow dots are the dots that are failed to be quarantined. And here you can see clearly quarantining people is a great strategy. I think all of you guys are familiar with this graph. This graph is a graph that shows the effect of a second wave. And here we see the wave re-emerging and eventually stabilizing. This could mean long-term solution. We don't know yet. Singapore's government have a solution. In their solution, they made an app that would automatically exchange data if you were in certain proximity through Bluetooth. Now, if I come in certain proximity to someone and they later are found out to be infected, government can come and see their records and contact everyone that are shown. Now, the people don't have access to each other's IDs and there's no way to identify each other, but the government can. And there lies the problem. Government is ultimately seeing what you are doing. And they don't have to ask your permission, but permission of someone else to do so. This is not acceptable. But if we have to choose between privacy and health, most would, I guess, choose health. But why not both? This is where the power of hashing comes in. In my solution, we exchange anonymous IDs, which is later hashed, but skipping the cryptography behind it. If now someone who I came into close proximity with is infected, government grabs the keys and broadcasts it. Now I can check whether I was infected with someone who is owner of that key and decide to share the information myself. I think this is a better solution since you decide whether or not to diverge information, not the government. Now on to the demo. So this is when I get into contact with another person and get a key from him.
If you test positive for COVID-19, you can send your key to the doctor via Bluetooth, who can then upload the digitally signed key to be broadcast.
And this is where I receive message from the government that I might be infected. So this has great impact on Australian health. Various data can be voluntarily divulged, which includes timestamps, locations, and age, health condition, etc., etc. These can be used to selectively target people who really need help. Predict spread on regional areas using location. And having infrastructure like this also protects us from future pandemics and even flu